I'm back.
You're mad, I'm back!
What's up, everybody? Hope everyone's having a great day. So, finally making a comeback on the YouTubes. I had to take a little bit of time, to get everything situated. As you can see, there is a new setup that's happening from the last video guys you've seen. I've actually gone through like 2 setups, but the last setup I wasn't really happy with. Just a lot of messed up stuff kept on happening. So we'll kind of cover that as this video progresses, but yep, just kind of do a recap here. We're not going to get really into like some technicals, just kind of an overview of all the plants that I have and that I've acquired over the, I don't know, I've probably been gone for around 6 months, probably plus. I don't know exactly, work has been pretty crazy. So yeah, go ahead and turn off this fan here. Now that we have the fan all off, sorry, the fan is kind of on an automatic system, so I guess I'll just get into the technicals of this new gross setup that I have. I had to go this way because it's a lot easier to manage, and honestly these plants are pretty finicky sometimes. They'll literally, like, one day they'll just be like, oh, you don't care about us, and then they'll just start dropping and looking terrible. Hey. The fan setup that I have is usually like a normal window fan that you would have. It blows in and out. I wasn't too worried about like the whole humidity system because the tent in itself has a 2-fan system, or I guess you could say 3-fan system. I got a fan that's actually right up there. You can't really see it, but that blows in air from the top of the tent and into it. That's also on an all automatic system. That's on a timer, not a temperature controlled system. And this fan is on a temperature controlled system. So the fan will usually turn on around 75. So that way we have circulating airflow within the tent. As for the humidity system that I have here, which I will actually just turn off now, so that way we get a better look at the plants. This is just the Zoomed setup. I know I said I hate this thing, but honestly, I think in previous videos you saw like the smaller one of these. Honestly, they're garbage. When it comes to not getting the industrial grade versions of humidifiers, honestly, they're mostly trash. So this one I've had for almost a year, 2 years now, and this has probably been the most consistent. So if you want to get like one of the big ones, I would say get this from Target. But I was just kind of tired of constantly replacing them, and then these are a lot easier because Petco and all of them have a warranty on it, and I didn't feel like going like super huge because that would take a lot of space once you add a huge humidifier system. But as for the plants, as you can see, a lot of them have really grown. Some of them are completely brand new, some are flowering. We got some hybrids that are going on right now. I had a truncata seed that was in a flower and honestly just didn't take, so I was a little bummed about that. But right now, we got something cool going on over there in the corner. I can't get to it right now, but right in there on this spike here, we have, what's that? Rocco Exotica Bachiana cross Trismatiensis, that's the female. And what I have on the spike right now is Spectabilis as a father. And then up top, we got some pollen from one of our awesome followers, and she's been like in collaboration with us for a while. I'll put her Instagram somewhere around here, or not, I don't know. But she was able to give us Hamada Vici and what was that? I forget the other one, but it's some really cool stuff. So keep a lookout for that one. And then for other plants that we have flowering right now, we have my Nepenthes Rocco Exotica Bachiana Vici Truncata Lowii, which is this big guy here. So that's going to be pretty cool. One of my fish passed, and I thought, well, he could be messed up, but I think it's better than just flushing him down the toilet. So now he lives on through our plant, and I did put him in here, and he, honestly, he's not in there no more. I mean, you can't even see, there's no fish carcass, no nothing. So it's just kind of a milky kind of dew. Would I recommend you putting a fish in there? It stank for about like a week, and then after that the smell completely dissipated. but honestly the plant kind of went into flower after that, so I don't know if that's the thing. But then we have another plant here, which is Maxima Dark Cross Loyi Ventricosa, also another EP. Sorry, camera skills are absolutely garbage right now. This one is looking pretty cool. I think this is gonna flower male here. As you can see, the spike is right there, looking more bulbous, but I could be wrong once it fully pulls out. I don't like pulling the leaf, but I do it sometimes. But I think that might be a male. And then I have one over here creating some peculiar bulge, is right here, and it's really kind of like slowed down completely in growth. So I'm thinking it's about to spike for a flower. I'm really hoping I'm really hoping it's female. But that is my Ramaspina truncata cross Loyi truncata, and also EP plant. So that would be really cool because I got some pollen for that one too. But other than that, that's about it for the flowering stuff, or at least what I've found so far. I probably have a little over 500 plants. That's where I stopped counting, because I've just been nonstop doing repots for this. And once you have this amount of many plants, things get really crazy. Like, you would not imagine on how difficult this starts to get after you have this amount of plants. I've pretty much gone through it all now. I had spider mites back then. We recently just got rid of mealybugs, and that's probably been the most difficult. Most of the plants are all cured, especially this grow tent here. The reason I also went to another grow tent setup is because that way we have like a in-house army. So such as like the ladybugs, and then I forget the other name, but they're also a cousin of the ladybug, but they're called mealybug destroyers. And honestly, if you ever have Nepenthes or anything, I would recommend them, putting them on the plant. Now, you don't have to worry about too much about the mealybug destroyers because they don't really fall into the pictures. They're more prone to look for the mealybugs and eat them and do their job. Other than like ladybugs, they'll just consistently fall into pitchers. Let me see if there's, no, that's too dark. Let's see here. Is there some in there? Sorry for the camera angles. Absolutely. Yeah, you can see some in there. But yeah, those guys will instantly fall into traps. But the lucky few, I buy them by the thousands. The lucky few will do their job and take care of any other pests that are on there. So once you start getting a massive collection, that's what I would recommend. You don't have to. I mean, you could clean. I had to clean every single plant individually, so that probably took me about a couple months to just do by itself, just as a safety precaution. Because to be honest, as you have seen, the Nepenthes market has absolutely exploded in price range. And I think on my previous video, I kind of mentioned it. I said it. Nepenthes are somewhat of an investment now. If you were to get in the low, like let's say Trusmariensis back then, you're up pretty well. If you were to take some cuttings and or if it's basiling, you're taking a big dub. Or even like if you got a Fipiata truncata. I've been after one of those for a while, and they've exploded in price. I think I could have got one back then for like $200 on like some of the earlier EP imports. Maybe even $100. Now they're like 600. I've seen some go for some crazy prices, and I keep on getting outbidded. I'm gonna try again tomorrow and try to get one on eBay, but the struggle. And oh man, we got some things to talk about on eBay. I know y'all, like I said, I haven't made any videos in a while, so if you guys want to check out some or tell me what you guys want to see in the future, let me know. I'm kind of rambling right now, but yeah, just throw out some ideas. I haven't been in the YouTube space for a good minute. Look at this guy. This guy's looking good. It's Loyi campanulata. But yeah, let's just take a look at some plants, let's just get in. So this is one of my prized possessions. This guy was actually attacked by mealybugs for a while. Finally got it under control. So he's been going good. He's clean now, no more overdosing or nothing. But this is truncata cross Trusmariensis, and that's probably one of my dream plants. So I'm really happy that I got this one. Some of the EP sleepers, as I like to call them. What is this guy? This guy has no name tag. Oh wait, no, he's right here. I think this is Loei VCI Bashiana Cross VCI M Squat. As you can see that, you know, got that super nice flare, really going on. Some really cool characteristics. I love how the body starts to turn pink. On some of my earlier ones, the body completely turned pink and then kind of dulled out over time. But yeah, here's one of the more famous ones. This is I got this from Red Leaf Exotics. You know, that place dope. Loei VCI Bashiana Cross VCI Maximum VCI. This is the B form from Exotica. This doesn't get that crazy, you know, really colorful flare, and maintains it. But this one darkens up, and that's what I really liked about it. This is one of the pictures that I acquired with the plant. One of the more opened pictures here. Then over here, let's see. Sorry for the yelling. Got family over and stuff. Let's see here. I don't know if y'all can see this. Oh. Okay, that's also Loei VCI Bashiana Cross VCI Maxima VCI. There we go. That's looking like the A form. Honestly, it's starting to darken up a little bit, but you should have seen it in its prime. It's looking really nice. Oh my god, I'm so excited about that one. We got Melancholy. I don't even know how to say this. Right here. This is the name. Right here. Melancholy Cross VCI. Pink candy cane, and as you can see, that pink candy cane really came through. This thing is looking absolutely amazing with the pink body and everything. All right, let's see. All right, so I had to make a quick cut. All right, so down here on the bottom levels, and also the shelving system that I have. I'll get to that in a second. But the shelving system that I have, I can actually pull this middle shelf out all the way out of the tent, and everything is still connected, so that way I can still walk in and out. So that's one of the things I really wanted to do with it. But all right, right here we got the probably the most expensive plant that I've spent money on. It develops pictures ever so often, but right now they're all green just because the plant is still. This was also attacked by mealybugs, unfortunately. I will get into a video on what happened with that whole situation, and how you guys need to be careful off of the plants that you purchase on eBay. Unfortunately, it was on eBay. But yeah, so here we got VCI Orange. I acquired this from Carnivero back then. I think I paid about $2,000 for it. So this is, I would say this is about the equivalent of Candy Dreams, just similar squatness. Has more of an orange body, nice flare. Obviously Candy Dreams is still like the king of all VCIs, but I think this would come into a nice second. But you know, you let me know, who do you think would be like a hardcore second for VCI? Alrighty, let's back up here. Like I said, I'm really sorry, I'm getting back into the things. This one has a crazy name. It's probably one of my more favorite of the EP Supercrosses. That's what I'm gonna call them. Let's go up here. Let's see. I can't even remember the name of this guy. This guy is super crazy. This is the name. Azumia VCI Maximus Stenophylla Loei Rocco VCI EP. So yeah, you got a lot of genetics in that guy. And you can see this is one of the smaller pictures it's made. It's you know, it's still adapting to the new environment. Plants in here have only been here for about, let's say, maybe like a month and a half now. Yeah, so they're just getting to the swing of things, but as you can see, there's a lot of growth points, a lot of beauty in the plants right now. Right here, this guy popped a picture. Honestly, I haven't seen a lot of truncata VCIs, but look at that guy. What? Look at that. That is truncata VCI M from Exotica. It's the main growth. And then this is an earlier picture, a little bit bigger, but you can see that the flare is kind of turned more of an orange. But this guy had really nice color. But this is a very old picture now from the old setup that I had. Yeah, you know, the color gets kind of dulled out. I think that picture is probably like, I don't know, 5 months old now. So they hold their form and their color pretty well. It just started fading out recently. Okay, let's see some things that we can see up front here. We got truncata Sea Giant here. Cross giant, a little baby picture, nothing crazy. Oh, yeah, pretty nice. Nothing going on there. Let's see over here. But like, yeah, let's see. Sorry, I can't. I mean, the plants are really going good. Loya Gothic. I think this is Loya Gothica, right? Yeah. And this guy's looking cool. Smaller picture, but you know, it still has that wrap peristome. So this is the wrap peristome form. Got that one from Flora Collaborative. This guy right here, EP special. This is Vetricosus sibuensis cross Edward Sienna. You see that tooth there. Look at that tooth. That thing's looking crazy. There's gonna be some prime genetics later on for like some breeding. So, little dude. We got a Velosa. So for people that are also, I had some old comments that I was reading a while back. I'm sorry that I have never responded to you, but I'll address it now. How was the Highland setup? Honestly, I had to break that down. It was a lot of maintenance, to be honest. And the machine just kept on breaking. I had to keep on returning it. So with this new tent setup, the temperature stays around like 75 degrees, and then it drops to a nice like upper 60s, so around like 68. And honestly, the Velosas have still been flourishing beautifully. The intermediate hasn't been too picky. I got another Velosa. Let's see. He's deep in there, but sorry, that's really bad. It's in there. It's in that little fuzz pile. I don't know if you can see him, but right there, he's doing pretty well. The moss kind of dried out. It's been in here for about a couple weeks now. No, you know, Velosas are pretty immediate. If they don't like something, they'll straight up die. They just don't like you if you give them the wrong conditions. So before I had it in a tank setup, which was like over here. These are all my babies. And then we got another tank setup behind this one. This one goes farther back. And then down here, we got some of the crazier crosses. But we'll get into that later. I have to repot everything in these tanks. But we got some seedlings going on too. I can't see it. Sorry, there's so many plants. All right, let's go over here. Watch out, y'all traveling. And then we got some. So we have a lot of flourishing here. We got VGI-K cross VGI-M. They're a lot smaller. And then we got some, I forget the name. I think that's VGI-Candy. That's growing there too. And then down there, we got a lot of seeds. We got some truncata seeds. We got more VGI. We have VGI Barrio. We got some individual Barrio seeds here. Only 2 took, so that kind of sucks. But, you know, this guy, who knows? Could be a big winner, or it could be a dud. But I honestly don't think there's any duds when it comes to VGIs. Just saying. All right. We got here Aloya truncata. I think this is the wide peristome. This is the original Grex. This guy was also attacked by mealybugs in my older set. He's still making a bounce back, but you know, the ladybugs and the mealybugs destroyed while y'all looking at a leaf. Sorry about that. The mealybugs got his back for sure. Over here we got this guy. Sorry. This guy. This is I think it's Loya Vici Berbigiae cross. Yeah, I think that's what it is. Loya Vici Berbigiae. I think that's the only name. Let me check it. Yeah, Loya Vici Berbigiae. Oh, this red form. So yeah, so this gets a nice color. Hopefully this one to pop a nice flower spike eventually. And over there we got Loya cross Bashiana. We got Loya Vici Bashiana with the K cross of the VGI. So it's more elongated, obviously. So this is an older picture. Let's see if we got any. This one is clapped. We got another older picture here. These make some decent sized pictures. No exudate or anything like that right now, but yeah, this looks nice. In order to get exudate, usually you have to have a little bit colder temperatures, but I could be wrong about that. But yeah, let's see what else we have here. Oh, this one I'm really excited about. Pull this guy. This guy right here. This is Rob Kentley. I crossed Loyi truncata from Westuba, but I acquired it from Floral Collaborative. Very nice plant. Got it when it was a lot smaller. That was the original picture that I got, and this is the picture with me right here. So as you can see, this plant already from picture to plant ratio. Yeah, this guy's gonna be big. So put him back. Ooh. It's getting kind of warm. Even with the lights do generate still, you know, a decent amount of heat. If you're wondering where the lights are from, they are Home Depot. Never had a problem with them. Honestly, I've gone to the super high brands and they've all got clapped. Other than these, never had an issue. These have been in water, been all the crazy stuff, and they have never gave me an issue. And if I ever were to have an issue, I could just return them and get a new one. But you know, because honestly, when it comes to like having a lot of plants and stuff like that, you want things to be quality, but you also want them to be easy to replace when the time comes, because like I said, these plants are very finicky sometimes and they'll just on you. Okay, let's check the bottom half. There's a little bit more of a jungly down here. Actually, let's look at this guy. This guy's been cool. This one right here is Loyi vicia bashiana cross Loyi ventricosa. Have not seen a lot of this cross. It was an EP release when they did that massive import, but I have not seen a lot of these, and the ones that I have seen do not look. This looks like it took a lot more of the bashiana characteristics and a lot redder body. Really nice looking plant. So if you have one, you know, like DM me on Instagram or something, because I'd like to see them. We got a Nepenthes Loyi. You know Loyi, so I mean, that guy, yeah, he does his thing. He does whatever he wants. Takes his time. Down here, we got all my macrophylla, I don't know how you say it. We got one right there, smaller. Then we have another one right next to it, also small. One right. So we got one right there, one right here, one right there. So I think I have three, and I have an SG version in the tank setup in there too. Then we got Ventricosa sibuensis cross Trusmadiensis. Yeah, this is a really cool plant. This plant was also attacked by mealybugs and made a nice recovery back. The growth point got really attacked, as you can see right there. That is a disformed leaf from the incident. Really, really catastrophic. Now, for the people who are like, how'd you get rid of mealybugs? Do you really ever get rid of mealybugs? Because they just hide in the crevices. Now I have to do a super deep clean with all these plants. I did that. I've already done that like 2 or 3 times. All the plants I have not seen mealybugs. I see one on occasion, but honestly, the mealybug destroyers do get them. But you know, it just happens, especially when you got a bigger collection and you don't have a very wide open space and a lot of plants are touching each other. It's just one of those things. In the first place, the way I got it, just kind of do a little recap on what happened. I got a truncata, an albiform on eBay, and when I received it, I noticed it had a lot of white dust on it. Obviously, it was mealybugs. The grower did not specify that to me. Obviously, I would not purchase that if that was the case. So I was pretty upset about that when I got the plant. So I actually put it into quarantine for about a month. And, you know, I was hitting it with neem oil every 2 days and all that crazy stuff. And I didn't see anything, honestly. I even removed the top layer of the soil, so that way, you know, if any of the eggs or that were removed. And honestly, the plant looked really well. So I went ahead and put it in my older setup with a lot of my bigger plants, because it was a decently sized plant. Everything seemed really well. And then what happened was I went on vacation, and I went on vacation for 4 or 5 days. Came back and they had spread on everything. Oh dude, it was crazy. I might have like some snip clips, but I'll throw that in a later video on how to like control and get rid of and what you have to do, and I'll show you the insects that I use to combat all these guys, because when it comes to Nepenthes, you know, these, like I said, these plants are expensive now. So yeah, you know. But anyways, let's get back to the plants. I don't know if you can see that guy up top. That is a Loei Vici Bashiana from Carnivero. That one's looking really, really nice. Let's see if I can zoom in here. I cannot. I don't know why. Well, yeah, it's right there. We have one that was another one that was tagged by mealybugs. That was actually a more recent plant too. This guy had out of my old grow space, and I had decided to put him in, and he got clapped too. So that's what happened. Not all these plants got clapped, but some of them did, and it took a long process before I was able to get everything to jump back. And don't worry, if I sold you a plant back then, like, you're not going to get mealybugs. And you know, in either case, you also, you know, everyone, no matter what plant you get, you have to do due diligence, and you have to put it in quarantine, just as if you were going to get a new fish, put into quarantine. So make sure that it doesn't have any insects and stuff like that. No hitchhikers from any grower. Now I do that with all my grow setups and stuff like that. So there's always going to be hitchhikers. No matter what plant you get, you will inevitably run into some type of problem. All these growers that say they don't have any problems, they're lying. They're lying. I feel like they're lying. I don't know if they're lying. Maybe you're an expert grower and I'm just garbage. But anyways, let's see what else I got here. I'm just going to show you a couple more plants. Oh, right here. We got a Truncata A-form. Looking nice. Not too big of a picture. Developing a little bit more of a slow grower. We got another Loei ventricosa, or not Loei cebuensis cross Trusmariensis. I don't know what form this is actually. This is it's an EP, but it's a female. So this one looked really cool. Got this one from Red Leaf Exotics. I had to pick this one up because it looked really crazy. I like that one. Had a lot more of the Loei characteristics. Anything with Loei, honestly, I'm more of a crackhead for those. Love Vici, but I think I love Loei a lot more. Let's see, what else do I have? Honestly, right now we just got all these plants. They're still settling in there. That little green guy right, that little green guy right there, that is ventricosa cross Ephipiata. Really cool. And right here we have a Loei Vici cross Trusmariensis. That's my second one. That is from Cross Exotics. I forget the guy's name, but he's a pretty cool hybridist. You know, I have quite a few of his plants as well. I'll put his name in the video somewhere, like right here or something. And then I have another Loei Vici Trusmariensis. I do not know where it's at. I think it's this guy in the back here. It developed a small pitch. Oh, it's right here actually. See, you see it going to the jungle right here. Look at that. And of course it doesn't have a lid. I probably popped it off while I was moving it. But yeah, that's that. But we'll do a backup. You know, I should have an Eddie pretty soon. I have a Yamada order, and she just recently messaged me and saying, you know, I might have contacted her too late, but you know, she's having some difficulties sending plants out right now because the new ban or the restriction on sending anything over from Japan is difficult right now. So hopefully we can make that video soon. I know I've been saying it for like a year and a half now. But yeah, I have quite a few Edward Siennas and a bunch of crazy stuff. Honestly, the one I'm really excited for is I think it's Loei cross Kinabalu. I think that was one. I can't remember. Don't quote me on that. I could be wrong. But yeah, so you know, let me know what your favorite plant is down below, and let me know what you guys want to see in future videos. So try not to make these videos too long like I used to. I'm gonna do a lot more cutscenes and stuff like that.
6 hours later.
And that's pretty much it, guys. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, please hit the like button and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.